to the Trinitechcast. This is episode number 125. And yes, you missed us last week because vacation, stuff like that. But we have some interviews and all kind of other stuff lined up for you all. So glad to have you here. Michaela is back because Michaela been out in these streets.
Outside.
Yeah, we outside. If they used to say that again, I doubt they say it again.
Yeah,
we outside.
Yeah, you're outside.
Yeah, in your generation, the teenagers now, they don't say we outside. They will say, clock that T. That's what they'll say.
But that's not the same thing.
Anything that is good, they'll just say clock it. They'll just say clock it. They won't say we outside. Like, hey Gil, we're going to Lime this evening. Come on over, clock it. That party was real good, yeah? Clock it. Hey, this food tasting real good. Clock it. And like, God,
well, right. So you see the second and third example, you'll use clock it for that. But for the first time, for the first one, you'll still use, we outside. And outside. Then somebody would say clock it.
When last we've been around a bunch of teenagers.
I teach children.
Right. Good. I was around them for like camp and that for like the past 2 weeks I've been around a lot of teenagers. Everything is clock it, but everything I just be like, okay, all right, sir. And then they just be like, all right, yeah. To the point I kind of follow them. This is the Trinitechcast. My name is Mr. Charles, Andre Charles. Show display name, show headlines, right? That's them. Yeah, and I am what's called this thing? Person as teacher and stuff. Yeah, I'm a podcast host and what else? Random things in life, You gotta do stuff to make your name known in this world or something. And Michaela Noel is diversity hire co-host number 2 because Akeem's still on vacation.
Outside.
Yeah, he outside. Clock that. And he we're gonna talk about technology. But before that, what did you do techie this week?
2 seconds, huh?
Okay, in 2 seconds she let us know what you did techie because
somebody
important just passed.
Yeah, I didn't do anything techie this week, literally. I just went to work, survive, come back.
Whoa, survival mode. That's crazy. Nah, survival mode is rough. I don't know. It's half weeks. Yeah. It's half weeks like that.
Mm-hmm. I had a long weekend. It wasn't long enough.
We had a long weekend?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't... I wouldn't
well,
know
not
because...
this Friday. It was the Friday before that was a long weekend.
Oh,
so that's
yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Because I'm a teacher, so I just want a very, very long weekend right now.
Very nice.
But that I did something with some AI. I got real plenty AI stuff. I don't know what. Me and Gemini have been talking a lot. And I created a little game. I was on a retreat and we had to play a little game about random facts about yourself or some kind of thing like that. So I created a Google form, collected all the random facts of all the people and put it inside Gemini and say create like a game from it. And they played the game and we was like, hey, that is so cool because it coded it for me like within seconds. And it was like a web page. I went from slide to slide to slide and it randomized the names. The things like that, I would never be able to do that so quick. And they were like, "Oh, this game real cool, but where get it?" I say, "I just make it," and and then I immediately dropped the mic and walk away. And everybody was like, "Whoa, you're so cool!" No, not really, but but when I did say I was using AI, everybody was kind of like, "Wow, that you could teach me." I was like, "Yeah, come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it." Yeah. So me and Gemini having lots of fun. One of the side projects I said that I would start, I have started. But follow through real bad right now. So like when somebody else teaching me how to do the breaststroke, and you had to follow through.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this thing hard. How will this make it look so easy?
With years of practice.
Yes, you say, Nah,
Yes.
Yeah. I freestyle in my life away, and the other strokes not necessary for saving a life. So, what's the point of the breaststroke?
It's a stroke.
Not a thing.
I guess.
Not a thing. Just like the butterfly. There's no point to it. Not a thing. It's best, you can swim sideways if you want to, but they just chose these ones that, that became Olympic sports.
Yeah, you 4 strokes, and technically, if you have a very, very mean fly, that could be faster than freestyle. But you gotta be a lump.
Nah, you lying to me. I'm going to check that. Can somebody swim faster in butterfly than freestyle?
Depending on the person.
Okay.
Yeah,
no further comments. Let's get to the actual technological stuff because the people have been waiting. So today we are talking about our own government AI. It's called Anansi. For those of you all who read your Republic readers, you know who Anansi is. Do you know who Anansi is, Michaela? We'll talk about that. Look at you. Republic readers by Frank M. Porter. We have a solar farm. Our solar farm that's actually working in Brechin Castle, feeding into the grid. So we have to talk about that and see what the implications of that solar panel farm is going to be in terms of us moving forward with solar. And ChatGPT is said to be at PhD level and with GPT-5, but I don't know if it actually is. I don't think we have access to 5. Only the paid people have access to 5, but we'll read an article about it and see. And then continue talking about this AI stuff because we have to every week. We have no choice. They force us to do it. So let's go with the government AI, Anansi. Well, you probably made it this far in the podcast. That means you probably like technology a lot and like to at least hear us talk about technology. And that also means you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a website built or an app built or some sort of technology integrated in their business. If you want to help them out, you could send them to Make It Simple TT, send them to us. And we have business services that range from building websites to building apps to invoicing systems to ensuring that technology is used in your company to installation of routers, buying things online. So you could check us out, 308-8799. You could check our services out, or you could go to makeitsimplett.com and see some of the things that we've done and maybe give a recommendation to our website built or something like that. Let me read the article first. It's done by iGovTT, which is, the folks that do they build the internal stuff for the government. So here we go. Meet Anansi. Where is it? Scroll back up. Meet Anansi, yeah. On August 5th, 2025, the Ministry of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence through iGovTT proudly launched Anansi, a new national digital assistant designed to revolutionize the way you access public service and information. In the tradition of Anansi, the keeper of all stories and wisdom, this new tool is designed to untangle the complex web of government information for the benefit of every citizen. You can start your conversation at https://anansi.tt. I think they could have hyperlink it to a word and just put the word Anansi and put a hyperlink to click on it. But okay, we'll look at the whole URL. Yeah, so essentially we listen to you and we understand the challenges. We're trying to understand the requirements for a new business or applying for a grant. You might find yourself navigating multiple websites, searching many pages and still not feeling quite confident that you have the clear answer you need. This frustration represents time tax. So they want to take away the time tax and help people get the answers that they need very quickly. So have you tried it?
Nope. I saw it and I was like, oh, all right, cool. Some I'm not going to use. I just didn't bother using it.
All right, let's go. It's time for a live demo. You have to put in your name. I'm going to put in my name and I'm going to put in my burner email address. You could spam this how much you want. thegreata@hotmail.com, because when I was younger, that's my first email address. Let's see what it's going to take. All right, I'm inside. So, Anansi tells me that I'm here to assist you. You can ask your questions using as many relevant keywords as necessary. Note by typing transfer or selecting the button transfer to agent, you'll transfer to our agent and they are there between Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And yeah, blah, 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 blah. So right away, I don't feel very AI-ish about this because it says AI powered, but it feels like it's more like a chatbot, which has been around for a while, right? So a chatbot. So let's see, how do I register a LLC in Trinidad and Tobago? LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And Anansi is thinking. Anansi is taking some time. Anansi is finding all the information. Okay, look, they have to register Limited Liability Company. You need to go through the following steps. Visit these people, create an account or login, pay $25 name search. Then you have to do the company incorporation, whatnot, right? So it spits out a bunch of information to us, which is cool, good. But as far as we know about AIs are supposed to be able to converse with you, right?
Yeah,
so,
generally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I say, what if I cannot find, cannot afford the $25? It's supposed to be like kind of smart and be like, okay, $25 is not a bother. What if I can't afford the $25? What will be the response be? Will it be a spit out of more information? Yes.
Budget?
Yeah. Okay. No, did it say budget? The 25 business names. Oh, right. Yeah. There's a standard requirement and there's no alternative options to waive this fee. So you might want to consider planning your budget to include this fee, exploring support programs or grants, contacting investor services. Ooh, there's an unfortunately fee is necessary. All right. And why does it take so long to get things done in your government office? Let's see what will happen if you just say that. Will it give you a response that is witty, smart, well thought out, or will it spit back out more information? It says the business registration process in government offices involves that require special attention, and they break it down. To speed up the process, you can use the online portal. Yeah, but you didn't tell me why. So you did not tell me why. What do I expect to get back now? I should get something that is apologetic, based on how normal AI is, but it's not doing that. It just says, here's the business registration process, and they told me manual processing, verification of business name, multiple steps. To speed up the process, go to TT BizLink. And let's throw a curveball now. Can you write me a poem on how to do this? To do the registration. Mm-hmm. Let's see if it'll be like, sure, I'll write you a poem to make it easier for you. Or it'll be like, I can't write you a poem. Thinking kind of long there. I'm here to provide clear and practical information to help you register. Here's how you can do it step by step. And they give me back the same thing from the start and same thing from TT BizLink. So that's my simple test. Do you want to try to do something out of the box and see what happens?
What out of the box? Let me see. Trying to think of some out of the box. Okay.
So like I chose registering a business because those are things that I had to do that frustrated me greatly. To the point where I just paid a company to do it. I think it's the same TT BizLink. I don't know what it is. What?
Yeah, I'd ask for how to apply for a new driver's license and I gave the process step by step. Which is good. What if I'm not a TT citizen?
Oh, that's nice. Share your screen, let me see that. You can share
bet. Yeah, let me see. We find the button.
You say, alright, bet? No, you're supposed to say, clock it. That's
that's not for that context.
I just saying, if I say, alright, bet to my teenage children, they will be like, no, daddy, clock it. Alright, see what you got there. Right, so driver's permit.
I said, well, I'm not a TT citizen. Driver's permits in Trinidad and Tobago can only be renewed at the Transport Division of the Ministry of Works and Transport. You need to visit in person. But so the one in Tong is not one?
It can't do that. Right. Ryson Road not checking you if you're not a TT citizen. That's what it would seem like.
Good
I
to
don't
know. You should
Ask
contact
them.
the nearest office. Wow, asking.
Why not Ryson Road?
Okay.
Because
I saw Ryson Road, boy.
Ryson, it should be able to figure it out, I hope. Should be able to be like, did you mean Ryson? Yeah, right,
Something.
son.
It have a W in it.
The Ryson Road
There we
office primarily handles renewal and duplicate services only. It's not listed as a location for a new driver's license application for non-citizens. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Did not know that. And then ask why not Caroni.
Okay.
Why not Caroni? Interesting.
It's not listed for non-citizens.
So, okay, well, I learned something there today. If you're a non-citizen, you could only go to Arima, Shogunas, or Princestown. And if you're not,
crazy.
Yeah. So if you're a non-citizen in Tobago, you have to go. You gotta come to Trinidad. That's weird. Okay. So you find like it answered the questions that you wanted to know.
Yeah, in this case, yeah.
Generally, put you to. I think it's a good frequently asked questions thing. The problem is I don't trust the data. I can't say that. I've been on the TT Connect website and it told me wrong stuff a few times with respect to the same registering a business thing. The TT Connect website. At the point in time, for me at least, it gave me some wrong answers or wrong information, and I didn't like it that the website had wrong stuff. So if this is being fed garbage in, garbage out, well, we might have a problem. But so far, in terms of implementation and in terms of the technical aspect of it, I don't really see any problems. Besides the fact that you have to put in a name and an email address.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I can't really.
It doesn't look like it verifies it anyway, so I just use random name. Well, you could potentially, maybe, if it's not according to the terms and service link there, use a random name and email address.
Yeah, fully you could put in anything. You could put mail@mail.com and it will accept it because it's just a valid email address you need to get. So you could put your name as Boyo and Carla and put it in. So why have a name and an email address? I guess it's probably for data gathering. But
yeah, and if you're transferring to a real agent to follow up.
Yeah, if you're transferring to a real agent. So one of the parts that it did say is that you could transfer to a real agent, and at any point in time, if you type transfer, it will transfer to a real agent. So let me see what it'll tell me if I type the word transfer. What do you think will happen? Transfer. Boom. I will transfer you to an available agent, and then it will tell you the business hours. And then just to ensure I capture your issue, can you state exactly what you need assistance with? I'm going to say, please refer to our past conversation. You're an AI. Let's see what it will do. You should have some contextual. Your ticket has been created. You'll receive an email response on the following next business day. Your chat has been closed. Wow! Didn't even give me a chance to say bye. Wow,
It's like, yeah, we've seen enough.
Yeah, well, that's where email has to go in for. Okay. This is good. I think net positive. I like it. I like that it exists. It may not be perfect in terms of giving you all the information that you want exactly, but it's way better than having to browse a website. So let's call it not an AI but a chatbot, because this kind of chatbot has been around for a while on most consumer facing sites. They have some sort of chatbot that's able to answer questions and basically pull the the content from the frequently asked questions. You agree?
Yeah. Me, I would. Yeah. It is a net positive because for people that don't feel to go and dig through all the websites and all the FAQs, this will help a lot. Me personally, I still prefer to dig through the FAQs.
Why?
I know that seems backwards because I prefer to see it with my own eyes.
You know, years give off granny vibe sometimes, you know. I guess.
Yes.
Yes, give off tinfoil hat. Like not paying at the pump. So. Prefer to see it myself. But that's because you're in cybersecurity, so you don't trust anybody. And that's I guess that's acceptable. But
eventually I'll come around maybe. But it's a little more reliable.
Nah, I'll trust it. It giving you links too. Once I give you a link, you can click on the link and you could follow. You could follow through with whatever the link sends you to. So it sent me to the legal affairs website and those sort of things. So the question is, who is this for and who is going to use it? Because I have very few uses for government services that I don't know how to use already. Let me see if I can give you an example. I know how to file my taxes online. I know how to... That's about all I need to do for government services online. What else I have to do? Apply for a driver's license. Gate?
Yeah, so Gate. So the things I had to use it recently, but like in the last 5 years, apply for a driver's license. Well, apply for my driving exam. My sister had to get her learner's permit renewed, so that process is entirely online now. I filed my taxes online for the first time, so I still had to get all the stuff in person first and then do it online. Or was it the other way around? You had
to get and scan it. Yes, I had to scan it or something like that.
Yeah, some so. And Gate, find out information for like the bursary and scholarships. I saw they have like anything with like billings, like T&Tech, the electronic bill, stuff like that.
T&Tech would be inside there. I don't know if they'll have to pay. T&Tech is state owned. No, T&Tech is state owned. Probably still, yeah. So, the average person going to jump on and answer and ask that question, or they just going to call?
They're going to call. I would first to call or ask somebody I know.
That means this ain't getting adopted anytime soon.
Nope, but it's a good to have. It's good that they could redirect people there.
Yeah, but I want to find a reason for me to have to use it, but I can't think of anything. I want to believe that there's something that I could do, that I do on a daily basis or regularly, that I probably have a question about and it'll be able to answer me. Okay, let me see. Does the president, what do we have to do to get out with? I can't start over a new chat or restart. What happened? That's not.
Yeah, just like refresh the page.
It closed off my chat and I was like, yeah, that's it, later. Wow, refresh the page. Okay, let's put in, I'm going to show you the fake email address. John Wick at mail.com. Will you accept it? Yep, I am John Wick, yeah. Okay, how do I get a tour of the Red House? I need to do that for my scouts. Taking a while there. To arrange a tour, make a written request to the office of the clerk of the house at least 1 week in advance to avoid scheduling conflict. Tours are generally held on non-meeting days, typically month. Okay. Is there an online way to do it? I don't want to make a written request, because I should be able to email it.
Yeah, I feel so.
But I know this already, I know that it said that you it has to be a written request, but we email it and they accepted it.
Right. Oh yeah, it can typically be done by email or letter. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I might use it for, let's say I'm looking for, I don't know, patriotic things to do with respect to Trinidad and Tobago, because I have the influence of being a teacher and a scout leader. I might be able to get the information fast and probably at least get pointed to where I need to go to or who I need to talk to. But that's as far as I could see using it. What?
Yeah, I guess people who work in the government's offices that get questions like that from the public a lot could use that to aid them to answer people faster.
Oh yes. You're correct. Internally you could get your answer quick and be able to answer somebody fast. So like, let's say they call you and they call and be like, okay, hold on, let me just check with my supervisor, and they talk to Nancy, because it's basically a knowledge base. Oh yeah, that would be a very, very good use case. I'll be glad to know that, because when you call tech support for some places, they basically be reading from a manual. So best to type it up and ask the questions. Okay. That's cool. I don't know how much money they had to put into this and how long it's been in the making. Government now changed, so it can't be that this government put it in place. So they probably will work in.
Looks like it's been in the making. Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah, they're working on this for a long time. But it's powered by live chat. And powered by live chat is let me show you. Live chat is software that is used by PayPal, IKEA, Atlassian, McDonald's, Ing, and Alliant, Mercedes-Benz, and Renault. Yeah. And let's have an affiliate program, seamless integration. Yeah, but how much does live chat cost? We want to know how much this is costing the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Live chat pricing. Business is $59 a month. That is up to 1,000 visitors in real time. Enterprise, well, you had to request a call and pay some money. So let's assume that they use business. Does you see this thing here has text intelligence? Provide faster, more efficient, and personalized customer service with AI features like reply suggestions, chat summaries, text announcements, and more. Is it that you think that they're just paying this company and they feed it all of the websites and say, cool?
Well, I think they did a little more than that. Probably, I hope so.
What more? What more would they have done to customize it?
Me no, they getting paid to do that on me.
Text. Yeah, I would love to find out, but yeah, I understand. I ain't seen anything about websites or your own data or canned responses, stats and reports, engagement, customization, widget transmissions, dark mode, accessibility compliance, and this. Nope. Allowed domains. Internal notes. There's internal notes. Knowledge base. Yeah. Integrations and add-on. Knowledge base to create, manage, and share self-service content with your customers. Start a free trial. Yeah, that's $50 a month. Yeah. So you can put the knowledge base in and pay for the AI thing, and that's what we have. So powered by live chat. And obviously, you ain't paying enough money for live chat to not put their logo on it, because when you get these third party things, you could pay enough money so that they don't put their logo and it looks like it's yours. But we probably may not be there unless it's in live chat terms and services. So yeah, I gonna test this out and probably do some videos on it. I don't know if I'll be that bored. No, I won't be that bored. I really can't. I can't see myself. Yeah. Nope. That'll not be fun. Testing it out just now there was fun enough. Anansi. You know the other stories from the Anansi story? Let me see if I remember.
Listen, I was like, what, 7?
Yeah, about
8. Exactly. So, me right now,
shit, tiger. No.
All I remember is Anansi is a spider. Don't ask me anything else more than that.
Anansi is a spider, and he's renowned for his cunning and but who are the other characters? All right. There's Anansi. There's a girl or woman or what? Oh wow, okay. Man crow. Wow. Rat bat.
Yeah.
Rat bat parrot. Okay. Okay, so I didn't get all weird. I can't remember anything like that at all. All I remember is Anansi, which is a spider. Okay, cool. Well, do you know we have a solar farm? And the solar farm is working, apparently. Let's see. Right now you're listening to Training TechCast, and more than likely you know that I love technology a lot. But more so, I love teaching technology. I'm a CSEC IT and CAPE Computer Science and IT teacher, and I have classes that are available. So if you know anyone, any student that's looking for quality CAPE Computer Science or CSEC IT classes, you can check us out 308-8799 on WhatsApp or makeitsimplett.com/register. You can get classes, notes, recordings, IA, SBA help, everything that you could think of. That will get you that one in CSEC IT. So you can check us out. So Brechin Castle. This is me going to let you know that Brechin Castle was very important to Trinidad and Tobago at a point in time, because that's where we used to have our sugar plantations. Did you know that?
Nope.
Yeah, so Brechin Castle shut down and caused a lot of problems. This solar farm looking kind of big from far. Looking kind of big from far. Is this? Yeah, it actually taking up a good bit of space. Let me see if I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 20 panels by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Alright, let me say 30. That's 600. 600 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6,000 solar panels. Let's just go with that. That could produce some electricity. Let's read the article. It should.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure now. Yeah, look that's what the farm looks like.
Yes, it is on 587 acres of land, according to BP.
Oh, for real? Okay. Alright, so TNT's first utility scale solar farm, Brechin Castle Solar Limited, has achieved first electrons, BP announced in a media release yesterday. This article kind of old, but we're still talking about it. As a result, the company said it began providing cleaner energy to the country's electricity network. They really said the first electrons were transmitted from the southern segment of the Brechin Castle solar. There's a southern segment. Oh, there's a northern segment too. There's more on the other side. Oh, I've now seen it. Okay. Because for a solar farm to be like useful, it had to be huge. And this is huge. Once fully commissioned, the solar farm will have a capacity to deliver 92 megawatts of AC power to the national electricity grid. This makes it the largest scale in the Caribbean. It'll provide approximately 8% of Trinidad and Tobago's power generation, allowing natural gas to be redirected to other downstream users. So this one here, if it could do 8%, that sounds like a good number to me to start.
I love that.
If Akim was here, the first thing he'd say, but yeah, who will and maintain it? And that's the tricky part, because solar panels just have to get clean. They have to get washed down. Unless you have like automatic wiper system to wipe it down. They'd have some I dabble a lot in solar panel research and thing. and they have like automatic sprinklers as wash it down or clean it off or whatever the case is. It's a thing. But 8% of our electricity in a place like that. In Central, have a lot of these places where you could put up these solar panels because there's a lot of state-owned land that's just kind of there. But BP does it. And BP would have to do these things because they're oil companies, so they have to match their oil stuff with their, what's this? Initiative? Green initiatives, I think. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
You the climate activists that that want the AI people to stop every time we do a query. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. So why you think it looked good for us for 8%?
It's good. It's a good step in the right direction. So using any form of renewable energy use, especially within small island developing states. So
dog, you sound like you do a thesis paper on it or something like that, and you're trying to recall what you wrote.
Envi is my degree. That's my degree. I did a degree in Envi and Comp Sci.
Oh wow. Okay. So it's a good step in the right direction. Any sort of clean energy would be useful.
It would be.
Yeah, but
I mean, technically, things like for the issue with solar is that you need the space, but if we do have the space, we can utilize it. I have no problem with the use of solar. I hope that it gets implemented on a larger scale. I hope that it also gets maintained, because I feel like if BP is a part of it, it should be regularly maintained. So that wouldn't necessarily be a problem.
Okay. All right. If you say so. The big oil company. If BP leaves the country, nobody gonna maintain it. But they ain't gonna leave the country because, I mean, exactly. It's a lot of natural gas to get. But oil, not really. But, okay. All right. Here's my concern. Somebody gonna start a thief solar panels.
Bro. Why would you thief solar panels, bro?
Because it's stealable. I don't know. They will just be like.
Have you ever seen the security around oil and gas companies? They don't play.
Yeah, but this here is this picture here have a fence or something like that. It looking like a sort of fence.
I have several layers of security you gotta get through before you reach there. If it's one thing, they don't play.
All right, you're correct, but somebody go try to thief one just to be that guy, just to be the one, and then the maintenance. Yes, that'll be a problem. Well, hopefully not a problem, but who really gonna benefit from it the most? BP with their PR and their tax breaks, or the people of Trinidad and Tobago, because our electricity is going to be cheaper? Or
I don't think electricity will be cheaper, but I think that both BP and the general public would benefit. BP from a PR perspective, and I guess the government by extension, because they can use that large headline that there's the largest solar farm in the Caribbean, etc. and so forth. So that'll like bring in more investors into clean energy. But I think that it's a good step in the right direction, so it benefits everybody. We're not going to get cheaper electricity though, we're going to get cleaner electricity.
Okay, this creating jobs?
Yeah.
Or you think it's just a bunch of foreign people that are going and run it?
No. UE has a sustainable energy master's program, so I like that they're making jobs. Environmental science jobs are very few and far in between in Trinidad, so they have plenty of qualified people to hire, like lots of qualified people.
Okay.
This will definitely create jobs.
So it'll create jobs, and your job will, instead of working on an oil rig now, your job will be managing a solar farm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of was like a solar farm window washer job too. Because, you know, you had to have jobs at different levels in the society. So, they could take one of the people from CPAP and say, would you like to be trained on how to maintain the solar farm? And instead of just having to cut the grass around the solar farm, they have to make sure that they clean, check the wiring and those sort of things. I'd love to see Trinidad and Tobago go that direction. That would be actually cool. Be glad. The problem is the government had no money to invest in solar farms, so we need these public-private partnerships. So you had to find them oil companies that feeling bad for the amount of pollution or environmental damage that they're doing, and get them to invest in these things and say, well, yeah, you'll get a tax break, you'll get a little publicity, and you'll still get money in the process, which I cool with. What I want to do is get a field trip to there, though. Mm-hmm. Like, if you get...
I feel like they should open it to the public for that.
But is that one by the airport, too?
I think so.
The car park, the lights in the airport, I believe, have solar or something like that. But what I really want to see is we get to the point where all of our street lights are all solar. I've seen it in newer implementations of street lights in some place. I can't remember where it was, but they just had solar street lights. It's on the by the new highway by Diego Martin, by the new roundabout and thing. I think those lights are solar. By Westmoreland in front of well, I don't know. You would know better than me. You probably never noticed.
I just looking to see the lights change in color. I'm not looking to see what on the lights.
Not you. No, well, you could see it. There's no when it have no line running to it. No overhead lines. Even though they can have underground ones, but you see this big kind of. Oh, you know what I see it? Manzanilla stretch. Yeah. I didn't say that you were there. I was just saying one of the places I thought it was west, on the west, and that's what you would see. But where I saw it, and I know I saw it for sure, is the Manzanilla stretch. Where they fixing the road going down to Mayaro. Yeah, the lights there, some of the lights are solar, and you could see a big solar panel is above the light, and it's LEDs, so it's shining. The incandescent lights, there's drag current, but the LEDs, they sip it. And when I say, if we could get the street lights to get to that point, I'd be really grateful, because that give you better light. And
it also depends on the soil. That'd be very nice for dry season. Basically rainy season when it's overcast.
The battery just had to be big enough. Like a solar panel has the highest efficiency that a solar panel to reach is 25%. Right now it's 20 to 22% conversion rate for sunlight. But if you have that up during the day, whether it overcast or not, once you get enough light to charge that battery to work during the night, you not to be vexed. It's really maintenance and changing all the batteries when they need to get changed. Because when the lithium-ion batteries start to degrade or whatever the case is, you'll end up having that problem now. But yeah, I want a solar world because I want a solar house. I want a solar house. I want to go to solar. But as far as I know, maybe somebody who listens to the podcast could tell me otherwise, you can't connect to the grid, to the TNTech grid, because TNTech ain't ready for that yet now. But if
I don't know too much about that, huh?
If you do put solar, you could set up a whole bunch of different circuits in your home to run on the solar, but it can't have the fallback of the TNTech grid, which concerns me a bit. But if I could get a solar system with batteries and put it in and connect the air conditioning units and all them things that normally draw the most power, I would do it and let run off the batteries. But then that's real money for the batteries. I just want to connect it to the grid. While it's daytime, everything go run off the solar. When it's nighttime, I have no problem paying TNTech their money for the use of whatever nighttime. I don't want to have a set of batteries in my house. That is no problem. Like we could have it both ways. We could have the solar, but we could also have TNTech make some money, or TNTech could start to sell solar kits and say, all right, if you want to upgrade to solar and you do it on our terms, here's the solar kit. Make sure you connect to our thing, and we'll work out the favorable rates or whatever it is you other get.
They ain't doing all that right now. Right now, they ain't doing all that.
No, right now they just want to figure out how they're going to cover the debt that somebody owes them. I think the National Gas Company has a debt to TNTech for the natural gas that is. No, TNTech has to pay the National Gas Company for the gas that it has supplied that they could burn to turn the turbines. So, two state agencies owing each other and the government just watching them like, wait, how does your brother owe your cousin money and we can't do anything about it? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I feel I'm going to drive by. Where is it located? Brechin Castle, right? But which part of Brechin Castle by? Yeah, no. Well, Brechin Castle is in Cuba.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah, it like when you turn off the highway by Cuba and you pass the big gas station and you pass on that side road, they can't remember the name of the road, but yeah, that to the left there is Brechin Castle. So I feel I could find it, just for the fun of it. Mm-hmm. And at least see them up close. But you say the security good, so I don't want to be shot on site.
They won't shoot you on site, probably.
Step away from the vehicle, sir. I implore you, turn back. And I like, nope, I want to die today. Yeah. Let's figure out if ChatGPT is actually as smart as it is now, because GPT-5 came out. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I kept seeing news about it.
Yeah, they just be putting it in your face. Yeah, Carly. What going on with you, Wow. Alright, is ChatGPT at PhD level? So they say. But who determines what is at PhD level and who doesn't? Here we are. Sam Altman, by your favorite superhero. You think he'll go down in history as like one of the revolutionary people to change this world?
Yeah.
He will go down in history like Einstein or Tesla or
Nah, I don't think it'll be that big. More like oh good. Who's that guy who make Apple?
Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
He'll go down as Steve Jobs, boy. Nah, he doing more, I think he doing more.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be bigger than Steve Jobs. It will be like not Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison bigger than that. Thomas Edison give us the light bulb. That's peak.
Mm-hmm.
Who did something for technology that was just kind of mid, but it was good mid before Apple. Yeah, all right. Steve Jobs it is. That's the closest we could think about. But Steve Jobs, the only reason that Steve Jobs get immortalized is because he dead there, but like Bill Gates.
Sure.
Bill Gates actually has done a lot more than Steve Jobs, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so ChatGPT maker OpenAI has unveiled the long-awaited latest version of its artificial intelligence AI chatbot GPT-5, saying it can provide PhD-level expertise. Built as smarter, faster, and more useful, OpenAI co-founder and chief executive Sam Altman lauded the company's new model as ushering a new era of ChatGPT. I think having something like GPT-5 would be pretty much unimaginable at any previous time in human history. Yeah, I agree. It claims its PhD level abilities in areas such as coding and writing. Some of the tech firms continue to compete to have the most advanced AI chatbot. Okay, so they had some coding examples that I saw on the gram. Yeah, I saw it on the gram. And some people are just like, create me a game to do so. And it just started to pelt out the game, and the game was there with a really, really short prompt. The thing is, I see Gemini do that fairly easily too. And the coding part, I don't know how hard it is for a large language model to code. It's pretty easy for it to code. The part that's called the problem is the best practices that it tends to use. So it might code your program or code whatever it is, but the best practices it's using is like the best practice of best practice. When most people don't code like that. Most people are just kind of like have variable names that suck, and they have when they call in like a bunch of APIs or libraries, they don't list all the JavaScript libraries in the world. They just list the one library that they have to get what they need done. Because I vibe code something, and I was like, why we need to import all of these JavaScript libraries? And it just doing the best practice. So the coding part, I'm really not too sure about. But to test the PhD level thing, do you know what it takes to be at a PhD level in life?
A lot of years of hard work, dedication, and research. So for it to make that claim, I don't know how I'm making that claim, no?
Okay. PhD level is basically you have to come up with some kind of untapped or original idea that hasn't been explored, and you have to explore it and create your own conclusion from it over like great levels of research, looking at other people's research, doing your own research, comparing it and all that kind of thing, right? To say that it could answer you at a PhD level, that means it not just spitting your back information, but it's also able to research information and do its own research, come up with its own conclusions in comparison to other people's conclusions. I don't think so.
Yep.
That's
basically, you have to become a subject matter expert, and it to me, when I think of like ChatGPT, I think of it as an encyclopedia, but not a subject matter expert. Like, yeah, you can have all the information in the world, but if you don't have the reasoning and the skills to come up with new ideas, like you said, or like put two and two together in an extremely creative way, then you're not PhD level.
Yeah, I agree. So when they say throw around this word PhD, I think it's like PR spinning to give it a sort of feel that this thing real bright, but let's stick to master's level now. Master's level is still relying on other people's knowledge, which by itself is a great feat to be able to get to that point. But the other thing that I saw is people saying hallucinations still take place, because you get asked for something and it will legit lie to you and be like, so yeah, in 1965 this thing happened, and everybody be like, no, that did not happen. And then it will be kind of like, oh, my apologies, you are correct, it actually happened in 1922. And then it'll be like, no, it didn't happen in 1922. And then it'll just keep apologizing and keep trying again, instead of saying, bro, I don't know, I thought I knew, but the hallucinations will still be there. The real goal is to get to AGI. How close do you think we are to AGI? So in 5 years, what you're saying, by 2030, Merkella, you are saying that we will have artificial general intelligence where it doesn't just regurgitate information, it's able to create its own information based on reasoning and logic. I don't know. Yeah, but them relying on NVIDIA chips right now for quantum computing. NVIDIA just eating food right now, eating everybody's food. Yeah, for it to reach the AGI, I'm not too sure if the large language model would hit a ceiling, because it may hit a ceiling, because a large language model is a fancy expert system and ingest a lot of data and give you back the data in a way that sounds cool or the way that you want it, which of course is really great. It's wonderful. We can't say that it not change any will, but for the AGI to work, it had to be more than just ingesting data. There has to be some sort of neural link thing that they had to figure out for that to take place. And I have no doubt that they're trying really, really hard to figure it out. But why they haven't figured it out? Because it's hard. More data centers and power plants, yeah. If the AGI has to happen, I think you'll have to get the LLM to code the AGI for you. Because the amount of work you had to put in to get that code base to work properly, the LLM is the only thing that will be able to gather all of that code and all of that possible logic to create something that has never been created before, because a human can't create AGI. That's my theory. The humans, we don't have the capacity to create the AGI. We have to let the AI create the AI. That sounds scary. Yeah, hi AI. Hi GPT-5, create GPT-6 for me. And then just... the granny vibes come out of you again. The granny come out in you there again. Okay. Oh, wow. Nah, they'll figure it out. There'll be a way to use your brain. There'll be a need to use your brain to assimilate the information in a way that is useful. Because the large language models, they're not going to give you the information in a way that is generally useful for a particular context. Because I had to do that the other day. I had to create like a plan for some kind of thing. It gave me a kind of breakdown of the plan and whatnot, but now I have to take that plan and make it make sense. I had to make it make sense. But the good thing is it gave me a lot of resources and links. The references, ooh, that really helped me, because now I could click on those references and get to the things the data that I actually want to see. And that was fun, like, because I had to do a radio show this week about social media and the implications of it. I need to get statistics. There are actual statistics about the use of devices on social media and all kind of thing in Trinidad and Tobago that I didn't know existed. Who got this information? Somebody. Oh, that's funny. All right, Granny. Okay. I I tell you, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your listening. Go and try out Anansi. We'll put a link in the description for it. You could ask questions and then get very bored after it answers for like twice. And go and try and find the solar farm. Actually, no, don't. You might get shot. No, you won't. No, you won't. And GPT-5 PhD level. For those of you who have paid ChatGPT, I wish Akeem was here to tell us about it. How is GPT-5 any smarter than your other regular? Was the last one 4.0? All right, Grok user. Say that one more time. Sit for the cameras. For the enough. Just for. Alright, my name is Andre Charles. You can find me at MakeItAbleTT, and this is Michaela Noel. You can find her in jail. Yeah, where they finding you? Very productive. Very productive. You're really using our social media to its fullest potential. I'm proud of you. I thought that's it for today. We will see y'all next week, which might be an interview episode, but who knows? You're listening to the Trini Tech Cast. Well, you're going to stop listening to the Trini Tech Cast. This is me just pardon me because I can't find a button to press to stop. Right, yeah, this is it. Later.